little island with no discos, no bars, just chilling for a week on the island of Koh Mak. Well, we survived the songtail and boom time. We're at the pier, looking good, feeling great. I'm not entirely sure which one of these boats is ours. Hopefully one of the better looking ones. We go then on the boat. Never instills me with any confidence getting on a boat when everyone's forced to put a life jacket on. Is there a reason? Even the driver's got one on. That really doesn't instill me with any confidence. What do you think, Alf? We're gonna have to swim to the island, I think. No, you think we'll be okay? Yeah. All right, okay. So, gotta be honest, we've been traveling for 2 months. We've seen some amazing things, but this is gonna take some serious beating. We are literally staying on the beach for £10 a night, about $14, in one of the nicest locations I've ever seen. Honestly, I've been on this island for 10 minutes now. We drove up from the pier and the whole island is undeveloped. Small little bungalows everywhere. There's nothing here. There's no discos, there's no bars, there's no supermarkets, there's no cinema. I'm totally made up on this one. The water here is so warm. It's fantastically warm. And it goes out really far and it's just so shallow. It's beautiful. So as I mentioned, there are no discos and bars on this island. If it's parties you're after, then definitely avoid this island. If you want to come to a nice little paradise island that you can check out within a day on a motorbike, discovering little beaches and beautiful little spots, definitely recommend it. And also, if you've got 2 young kids like we've got, as you can see in the background, we've just spent 2 hours sifting through rock pools here, looking at sea cucumbers, urchins, fish, crabs, you name it. There's a lot of life on this beach. Oh yeah, and Mummy decided that there's food on the island as well. So she's sifting shells, aren't you, Mummy? Yeah. But yeah, I can definitely recommend it. So I think, be it as this island is that small and you can pretty much drive around it on a motorbike in an hour or 2, I feel quite confident that we can show you around and do a relatively okay guide for this. So let's get on a motorbike and discover what's around the island. First stop on the island then, and this is as far west as you can actually go on the island. The island stretches for 10 kilometers from west to east and about 4 kilometers from south to north, so it really is relatively small. This place is called Lam Son. A very nice picturesque little spot, but probably not the place you want to do swimming. It's worth noting that there is only 1 beach on the whole island that's worth swimming at. We'll be showing you that later, but this is a nice spot, as far west as you can get. As I said, it's got a nice little restaurant here with relatively okay prices. You get a cow pack for about 60 baht. The average in Thailand is about 50 baht, and it goes up to about 120 and 150 baht for sort of seafood dishes, so it's not too pricey. Some of the bits are a little bit pricier than normal, but a real nice spot. Well worth getting a motorbike and exploring the whole island. Because it's so small, you can hit everything on the island in a day. Because of the heat and because of the fact you can't really swim here, I'm not sure how long you're going to spend here. We spent an hour and a half here yesterday just having a few drinks and a little sort of paddle in the water. I don't know how much you'll see of it, but it is quite rocky here, so even though the sand looks white and very inviting in the water's not that deep. It's also worth noting that most places on this island, the water out there is absolutely boiling hot. So you think you're going to get a bit refreshed? You're not. It's just as hot in there as it is out here. Right, let's get back on the motorbike and head out to the next little spot. So most of the island here is actually covered by a rubber plantation. Everybody seems to be growing their own rubber. What you'll notice is they have a tree, and at the bottom of it, a little black pot, and they'll cut around the tree, and then in the day the rubber will drip down the cut and land in the pot at the bottom. and then they put it all together and they dry it out like this, like sheets of rubber. I thought they kind of look like towels drying in the sun here, but they're not. They're actually chunks of rubber for making your rubber bands and your dog's chewy bones, like that dog's chewy bone.
That's the new one, white one.
Oh, okay, so
that's getting brown. That's a little bit old one.
Right, so the yellowy ones have been hanging out longer, Mum tells us, and the white ones are the new ones, probably from today or yesterday. Pretty impressive how it's a big piece of rubber there, mate, yeah? At the main intersection on the island, then just up from the main pier, it's on the south part of the island, try and show you on a map. But restaurant wise and food wise, if you want normal 60 baht prices, 50 baht prices for rice meals, this is where you want to come. There is a road that stretches to the east a little bit over there. There's a few other restaurants down there, but generally speaking there's about 4 restaurants on this intersection, all with relatively good prices. All the resorts and everywhere down near the beach charging at least 3 times, at least 2 or 3 times the price for certain dishes. So for about 200 baht, about £5, about $7, we've all had a decent meal. I've had a pad pow, which is about sort of a minced beef and chili rice dish. Kids have shared a noodle dish again, not a pho bar Thai, got a noodle dish from Thailand. Mummy's got, what you got, Mummy? You got chicken food. Show me, come on. Come on, show me the chicken foot. Look at that, man. What are you doing with that? Mummy got the chicken foot, so not too bad. 3.
Yeah.
3 chicken feet, not just one. Nice. So yeah, pretty decent price and a nice meal. So right, let's head out to the west side and we'll show you that. Heading to the east end, the absolute furthest point of the road. This is as far as it goes. There's a couple of local looking houses here. I don't believe it's a resort at all. There are a couple of resorts along the way. One in particular that we just passed is about 1,500 baht a night for relatively okay wooden bungalows with fan. But again, on a beach that you can't really swim at because it's quite rocky and corally, so your choice, you know. So I think it's fair to say there's not a lot here in terms of being able to swim or a beach to chill out at, but it's a nice spot. And as with a lot of places around Asia, as always with the motorbike, the drive here is half the fun. The scenery is great, it's just driving through a jungle in little tracks, pretty damn cool. But a real scenic spot for a few photos. It does actually look like these 2 sort of structures at the back behind these palm trees don't look used anymore. They look a bit derelict, but it does look like they did some sort of squid fishing because we found quite a few remains of squid around here. Possibly behind me where they may have dried it on the beach, not too sure. I think we're going to head out. There's another cove we want to check out down this sort of side of the island, so we'll jump back on the motorbike and we'll head over yonder. So from the furthest westerly point at the end of the road, we've basically hitched back a little bit for about a click, maybe 2 kilometers, and then headed north to a cove, which we haven't seen before. And I think it's fair to say that them postcard pictures of paradise. Woof. This is not far from it. White sand beach. And it looks like it's actually swimmable. There is somebody out there swimming, and I've got to be honest, I'm going to have to go check it out. What are you saying, guys? Let's go check this water out. I want to see if you can actually swim here. So not quite the final destination for the day, but certainly the best beach on the island for swimming. Ao Suan Yai is the name of it, on the west coast, Pretty easy to find, about a 5-minute drive out of the main town area. But as you can see, it stretches right around here. It isn't deep, none of the waters here are deep. Where that boat is out there, it's probably going to be about neck or chest height, depending on your height. Probably about neck height for me, a little shorty. But a real nice beach, and you do get the sunset here. This is where you want to be for sunset on the island. There is also an island behind me over yonder. I appreciate it's pretty bright and sunny. That's Koh Chang. There are deers on that island. You could probably go out there on a kayak, take you about 30 minutes to 20 minutes to kayak over there. It's really not far. Whether you're allowed to or not, I'm not too sure. I think you have to pay a fee to go on the island of about 100 baht. If you want to get a boat out there, it's 300 baht each for someone to sort of row you out there or take you over on a little puk-puk boat. Personally, I think just get a kayak, a little bit of exercise for 20 minutes and you'll be there. So here's a pretty sweet find. We've just hiked up about 20 minutes along the last beach I mentioned and then scrambled over a few rocks and come to what they named Turtle Beach. And with a view like this, not too fussed about it having turtles on it, but it is a really nice little bay with absolutely nobody on it but us guys. No tourists around here. It's worth noting that Koh Mak itself, Songkran at the minute, the biggest Thai holiday of the year. Millions of people moving around the country at the minute trying to get home and to the place they want to be to celebrate the Songkran festival. This place is fully booked out, this island, and as you can see, there's nobody here.